Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So as y'all know, spring farrowing is over. We've been done with that for a little while, and now we're turning our attention to thinking about fall farrowing and having some more piglets here on the farm as we get into the fall months. And a couple weeks ago, we were able to get Hamlet, our Hampshire boar. Yeah, he's a Hampshire. Able to get Hamlet, our Hampshire boar, moved over in with that young group of gilts, and since then we've been noticing he looks like he's been doing his job. We've caught him in the act a couple times. Look like he's doing good work. So we've still got Jack, our Berkshire Duroc boar, and Lester and Earl, our Hereford boars, down there in the lower part of the field. We're going to work today on getting them moved over with that group of sows that has just recently farrowed. We've got just about everybody weaned off, still a few piglets to catch, and get them over in a weaning pen, training pen. Work to be done there, so there'll be more to come on that. But we're going to try to get those boys moved over. Ashton is here today. He's going to help us drive some posts, do a little bit of mowing, pull some wire, whatever else we need to do. Great hand, he's fantastic helping us out around here, so we enjoy having him around. But anyway, let's go get to work, see if we can move these boys. It's going to be kind of tricky getting those paddocks married up, joined up, so that we can get those boys walked across. So we'll see how all that ends up working out. But anyway, hang around with us for a little while. Real quick, go down there, give us a thumbs up, tell YouTube that you like this content, and see if we can get this pushed out to more folks. So give us a thumbs up real quick. But hang out with us for a little while, and let's move some pigs and see if we can get some romance in the air. All right, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get the Boars up here and get them in with these girls. And I don't know what's up with them. They're down here at the corner. Everybody's kind of bunched up, squealing. It's like they think they're going to move. So I don't know what their deal is. But anyway, plan being, me and Ashton right there are going to try to build us a narrow, skinny paddock that basically extends from the corner of these girls' paddock to the Boars, and the Boars are right over that little hump on the ground right there. So we're going to go in, put in some posts, pull some wire. We may need to run the weed eater or something. This is kind of like building an alley like we done for Hamlet, or like we tried to do for Hamlet, and that ended up not working. It ended up not working out very well. But anyway, we're going to build this alleyway at least big enough to where we get the Boars up in here. They can stay. It's not going to be just a small, skinny paddock. Well, it will be a skinny paddock, but be big enough for them to stay in. And then, you know, in a day or two, if we need to give them that time, we can give them that time and then bring them up here and take them across the line and put them in with the girls. Yesterday, we were down, and one of these red girls, I don't remember if it was Ruby right here or if it was one of these others. There's one of these girls yesterday, I think it was her. She was standing up here along the edge, growling at Hamlet, and Hamlet was over here on this side growling at her. Went over and checked her. She absolutely wasn't standing heat. So we've now moved Hamlet on up the hill, so he and all those young gilts are up there. And looking at them, I think most of them probably have taken already. Impossible to tell for sure, but certainly they have some physical characteristics of that vulva being upturned instead of pointed downward like they were earlier. So think that they're probably have some pregnant girls up there. And then we saw him trying to do his business a few minutes ago. So I'm going to get these girls, try to get them some boyfriends in here, or at least a boyfriend with Jack. Still got our piglets. I don't know how well those are showing up at the light. But still got our piglets. Got to get them caught, get them moved out. We've moved our catch pen up to Little Mama. So always something going on here. But let's work on getting some posts in and see if we can get our boys, or at least a boy, moved in with these girls. I think someone's got that love and feeling. So let's see what we can do for them. done is it's real similar to what we had tried initially with Hamlet, but this time I'm prepared to let those boars stay in this, we'll call it an alleyway if you want to. I mean, I guess it sort of is, but we've mowed a couple of lines down each side. We're going to install some fence posts, and then we've actually got the wire down there at the Boars paddock that we can just pick up and pull and kind of create our the sides to our alleyway, or sort of long skinny paddock, whatever you want to call it. So got a couple of lines mowed. Anytime you're moving fence, specifically for pigs, and you're cutting a new line, leave plenty of room for them to come out of the underbrush, the grass, whatever, and give them plenty of opportunity to see the wire. So this here is a little bit taller, so you wouldn't want the wire right here, so that those pigs, as soon as they stick their nose out of that tall grassy stuff, right there's the wire. Instead, you can see Ashton's putting the posts over to the far edge of where we've mowed. That way those pigs come out of this tall stuff, plenty of opportunity to see that wire. But what we're going to do, dumb luck, sometimes that happens. Good Lord looks out for drunkards and fools. I got this reel over here, it comes down this side. We're just going to pull it and go along the alleyway back over to where those sows are at. This other line, we're going to pop it off of this line right off of this post right here, and we're going to bring it down to this post right here, and then we'll set these posts on this other line that we've cut again to the outside, so we got plenty of room for the pigs to see. We'll set those posts out, and we'll just pull that wire right back up, and then boom, we've got us a new long skinny paddock built for these boars, and we'll put them over in here. And then once they get up there, get close, one day we'll just take that wire down, feed them over in with the sows, and just let them walk over, and we've got them mixed in. Kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, getting late in the year. We're in the we're past the 20th day of June now, so we're going to be looking at a June, July, August, September. We're going to be looking at a mid to late October farrowing now, so getting a little later than what I feel comfortable with. I'm okay with it. Would rather be farrowing in September, but this is all on us and not getting these boars moved quickly enough. So we're going to finish putting these posts in. We'll pull the wire. We'll show pulling the wire, and we'll see if we can get Jack and Lester and Earl enticed up here to go meet their new lady friends. Let Ashton hammer for a minute. You like to hammer?
I keep on thinking I'm going to miss since you got me on camera.
Thinks he's going to miss since we got him on camera. We need to move that over here to this side of the mowing. Oh, yeah. All right, get her done. Okay, so we've got line pulled from down here going back up to where the girls are. Got line pulled from this side back up to where the girls are. So this is completely open all the way up to that group of sows down here into the paddock where Jack and Lester and Earl are at, and they're down here in the corner in a little bit of a wallow. So think I may get them up and see if they'll venture out. If they don't, if they're not going to go willingly, then probably what I'll do is just leave all of this open tonight. I may even open those sows up and let them kind of wander down in here as well, and then feed everybody up there where we've been feeding the sows. We'll just take everybody up there and feed them in the morning, and while they're eating, then we'll just close them off and leave the boys in with the with those girls. So look here, they're up, coming, maybe interested in what's going on. Hey boys, come on. Y'all come on. Come on, Jackie. See if he'll cross this line right here. That's usually where the trick is. Come on, boys. Yeah, you want to, don't you? May try a little feed enticement here. You want to come across? Ashton, run down there and get one of those feed bowls. There's one, yeah, there's one down here. Look, I'll get it. Is there some feed in a bucket? Yeah. Grab that. Let's see if we can harness the power of the stomach on these boys. Ashton's gonna get us a little bit of feed, and we'll place us a feed bowl just the other side of the of that wire, and see. Yeah, man. Jack's over. Well, Jack done walked over. We missed getting that on camera. They've had some residual feed back here, and not eating it. Old Jack's making a beeline for the girls, ain't he? Say. Well, let's go up here. Jack's done made his exit. He's heading for the singles club. Jackie, you want to go see them girls? Is he? Here, hold that. New cameraman.
Yeah.
So we ended up building this paddock, or alleyway slash paddock, wire down each side, kind of narrow, good and long. We've got the boys, our Boars, Jack, Lester, and Earl. We got them up in the alleyway. They ended up making their way basically all the way up here, and I think somebody's chasing one of the girls around in the woods over there, based on the level of commotion that sounds like's going on over there. But we got everybody at least in this alleyway or the sow paddock, and we got them closed off down here at the end of the alley, so fine with this overnight. Again, if we if we need to, they can stay here tonight, and then we can feed everybody up here in this sow paddock tomorrow morning. Pull the wire, close them in, boom, we're done. I believe we're getting ready to get a little rain, but Jack, we've noticed Jack's trying to mount. We noticed Lester and Earl both were trying to mount. Both of them were trying to mount one girl at the same time. The only issue with Lester and Earl, they look like they may be just a little bit short. Jack, not so much. He just needs a little practice hitting the target, but I believe he's going to be able to do his job. Some of these girls are in heat. I mean, they're standing, growling, grunting, and these boys have come over and gone into a just full-blown lather, foaming at the mouth, trying to mount, rooting on the undercarriage of these girls. So I think we are we're probably going to be successful in breeding here. Certainly what we're hoping for. But we got the boars added. Big relief. Will put us a mark on the calendar 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days from today that the farrowing can begin. So that ended up working out pretty good. That alleyway ended up working much better than our initial attempt with Hamlet, where, you know, we built the alleyway, we got him walked up right to the edge. I mean, right to the edge of the paddock where those gilts were at, and he turned around and bowled over Sandra like a linebacker. Just ran through her like she was nothing. And I'm gonna post a link to that video up here. If you've not seen that one, check that one out. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Follow along with us. We appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.